who will be in the blue, going from right to left. It looks like here in the first half. In goal for the Wolfpack is Kendall Stovall, the sophomore goalkeeper from Hawaii. She played every single minute in goal last season for Nevada. She played all 90-plus minutes in their season opener and in goal here this afternoon for the Wolfpack. In front of her is a junior, Hannah Souza from nearby Modesto. Also, Sarah Olanda, Gabby Brown, Leslie Gonzalez, Brittany Weehee, Audrey Barham, Lizzie Hairston, Annika Bergstrand, Maddie Harrison, and Luz Arriaga for the Wolfpack under head coach Erin Otagaki in her third season. Should mention one player not in the lineup for the Wolfpack is their leading goal scorer from last season, Peyton Lieb. Had 5 goals last season. The sophomore from Oklahoma did not travel with the team, and so a big part of their offense not in the lineup here this afternoon to take on the Tigers. Meanwhile, for Pacific, we will have a 4-3-3 formation with Janae Packard, Melanie Medina, one of 4 Tigers to make her first start of the season here this afternoon. It's 4 changes from that opening loss to CSU Bakersfield. Also Hunter Moore in the lineup, Aaron Brown also making her first start, Ryan Molnar, Isabella Pariente will get to start. She had the Tigers' lone goal against CSU Bakersfield. Rhea Arsenal Chan, her first start as well, and then some normal faces in the back. Abigail Wolf, Kelsey Owen, and Cameron Scully, the back line for Pacific. In front of goalkeeper Veronika Baranowska, the freshman from Poland, who got the start in the season opener. Faced 12 saves, or 12 shots, I should say. Had 3 saves, allowed the 2 goals. As the Tigers with possession there, knocked out for a throw-in in the near corner. Both sides like to attack, fire off a lot of shots. Both sides though have struggled to put the ball in the net as that cross there, nowhere close. And the ball, kids will chase that down. Last season, Pacific was 2-16, 1-7 here at Knowles Field. Tigers had a good start to the season. They started 0-3, but then won back-to-back games against New Mexico State and Sac State, 2-1 and 3-1, but then lost the final 13 games of the season. Scored just 13 goals last season, while allowing 50. And we mentioned Nevada's leading scorer from last season not with the team. And the Tigers lost their leading goal scorer from last season. Kendall Beach led the team with 5 goals last season. Sigrid Oss, who's not in the starting lineup here this afternoon, but we'll see her later. The only returning player on this Tiger squad that had more than 1 goal last season, and that was in limited action as the Wolfpack looked to counter there. That pass taken away, and the ball back to Baranowska, who will play it long towards midfield. First touched by Nevada, possession controlled by the Tigers, and a nice job there by Weehee to read that pass and gain possession, but gives it back to Pacific as that's Chan, the freshman defender from Burlingame. Over to Baranowska. And there's a near giveaway in the back. Nearly a great chance for Nevada. Ball finds its way over to Medina here on the near sideline. Nice job to get by one defender. And across looking for Packard, taken away, and now the ball out of bounds for a throw-in. Tigers in their opener against CSU Bakersfield had a 16-12 shot advantage, a 7-2 corner kick advantage, but of course the wrong end of a 2-1 final score. And there's a nice ball in the box. It's a chance here. And that shot goes wide. A good early opportunity here in the 4th minute. Try to chip the goalkeeper and put it wide. Molinar, the freshman from Yorba Linda, with that chance. And that ball looking for Medina, a little long, goes out of play. See if maybe a set piece maybe might make the difference. Just mentioned the Tigers had a 7-2 corner kick advantage in their season opener. In Nevada's season opener, Eastern Washington had a 7-4 corner kick advantage, and on that 7th corner kick was when the game's lone goal was scored. The 94th minute winner for Eastern Washington. As Nevada lost 1-0 there, as battle for possession near midfield. Pass there knocked away, and there's a hard foul by Aaron Brown, who gets a quick word from our head ref. Mentioned Wolfpack head coach Erin Otagaki in her 5th season overall. Tigers led by head coach Carrie Scroop in her 4th. As the free kick here near midfield, and Barham looked like she was going to play it long end of the box, goes short. Now the ball played forward. And giveaway there, a chance. And that shot right at the Tiger goalkeeper, Baranowska. So both sides with a good opportunity here in the opening 5 minutes. Last season, these two sides faced off in an exhibition match in Nevada, which the Wolfpack won 3-0. Going back, looks like the last time Nevada was here in the regular season was back in 2011, a game that the Tigers won 3-0, as that ball into the box, and coming out off her line and grabbing that is the goalkeeper Stovall. Mentioned Stovall played every single minute in goal last season for the Wolfpack in her freshman year. Her 1,750 minutes was 4th all-time in program history, had 99 saves last year for Nevada. So a lot of experience in the net for Nevada despite being just a sophomore, while Tigers with the freshman from Lublin, Poland, Baranowska, who has all sorts of international experience. We'll talk about that more as the afternoon goes on. She had 3 caps with the Poland's under-19 team and the under-19 Euro Championship qualifiers. And probably will do similar to what Stovall did last season in her freshman year, as Baranowska likely will see most of the time in goal for the Tigers. As there's a nice ball there, a chance, and a collision. You've got the Tigers coach is up hollering, wanting the penalty called. Packer took a spill in the box, no foul there, and a collision there, and a slide tackle knocks it out for a corner kick. Scroop still hollering that the flag was up. I didn't see if the near official was signaling that there should have been a foul. Sure was close. Owen will take the corner kick here from the near side. Nice ball towards the back post. Had a player running on, but then that ball headed away by Gabby Brown over the far sideline, and actually last touch, they'll say, by the Tigers, throwing there for the Wolfpack. And Scroop still not happy. That's in the box. That's a PK and a 1-0 lead. Instead, no call. And we're scoreless here in the 9th minute. As ball over the far side for a Wolfpack throw-in. two blue shirts there, and that cross not near anybody in white as the goalkeeper Stovall with a quick boot past midfield. Eventually controlled by Pacific. And then a long ball to nobody as Medina had come back towards midfield, and that ball, perhaps they thought she was going to make a run towards the post. Nevada from the Mountain West Conference. In the preseason poll, they were picked to finish 12th after going 4-13-2 last season. Both sides struggled to score last season. Tigers 13 goals, Nevada 14, although Nevada didn't give up as many goals as Pacific. Nevada gave up 29 goals last season in 19 games. Pacific gave up 50. Lots of experience in the back line for the Tigers with Wolf and Scully, the sophomores who saw tons of time last season for Pacific. Scully played all 19 games and played all 90-plus minutes of those 19 games last season. Wolf started in 18 of the 19 games. Across there, easily scooped up by Baranowska. She will throw it out. Tigers unable to chase it down there on the far side, and nice job there by Monar to take it away, but the ball towards goal over the end line. Scroop hollering at Monar to switch sides as she'll come over here to the near side. There's a foul called on the Wolfpack as Harrison kind of used her forearm to shove off a Tiger in the lower back to control that ball, and the referee saw it and blew the whistle as Kelsey Owen will take the free kick. Tried to play it towards Molnar. Brown tried to turn, got by one, but couldn't get by a second. And she loses possession, and now Tigers with control here. Chan looking for Molnar. Weehee will take the throw. Chan with the header, and the second header, let's say, deflected off Nevada. The Tigers will take the throw. Chan, the freshman. A lot of young players in this Tigers lineup. Molnar. Brown controls it, plays it back. Brown, one of four Tigers making their first start of the season. Nice ball played there in the middle. Chance! And that's deflected wide. A great opportunity there for Packard as the ball kind of was played in the middle of the box, had 3 or 4 players going for it. It deflected right to her, and her left-footed shot towards goal is out of play. for a corner kick, so another corner for Pacific. Packard had 4 shots in the season opener against Bakersfield. A corner from the far corner, an in-swinger towards the back post, and unfortunately not the best taken corner there as it goes out of play for a goal kick. Couldn't have asked for a nicer day. Clear skies, a little bit of a breeze, and certainly a warm afternoon, but not as bad as it had been in the last week or two. Header won at midfield by Pacific, possession controlled, and now the ball finds its way here to the near side to Chan. Chan with a little bit of room, try to play it towards the top of the box, and it's deflected off of a Wolfpack boot right to their goalkeeper. Mentioned the opening game between the Tigers and Bakersfield, saw 28 total shots. Nevada, in their season opening loss, actually outshot Eastern Washington 21-10. Just couldn't find the back of the net, so game is certainly, you would think, we'll see a lot of shots. We'll see how many of those find the back of the net. And that ball played into the box, controlled and cleared, and now 1v1. Nice job there. Molnar takes it away. Nice one-touch passing there, but then that pass a little soft, and now a turnover. And here comes Gabby Brown quickly the other way for the Wolfpack. She'll take a long shot, and that one sails into the trees. A bit ambitious there. Over the goal by a good 15, 20 yards. Arriaga with the initial header, possession controlled by Pacific. Brown with a long ball forward looking for Molnar. Guarded by Weehee. Battle here. Controlled by Nevada, then one touched up to midfield. First header by Pacific, but then we're going to have a foul called there, a high boot. Called on the freshman Hunter Moore. Ball finds its way out wide. And looks like the Tigers briefly had something going there, but quickly turned back over. Pariente battling, and she draws the foul. Isabella Pariente, the sophomore from Granada Hills, had the Tigers' lone goal in the season opener. Her goal in the 79th minute cut the lead down to 1, but Pacific unable to find an equalizer. And we'll see what the Tigers do here. Pariente looking like she's going to play a ball into the box, and does. And off her line and easily grabbing that is Stovall. Shots 3-2 in favor of Pacific. Both keepers with the save. Really, both teams had their best opportunity in the opening couple minutes. Tigers had a chance to chip the goalie and put it wide, and Nevada had a great chance in the box and really hit it right into the chest of Baranowska. Long ball there, out of play. See a lot of umbrellas on the far side for some shade. Just the second game of the regular season for both sides. The first road game for Nevada. First header by Pacific, second one as well, and it finds its way to Pariente. Over to Molnar, 1v1, shoots, and it's over the top. It was 1v1 with the defender Weehee, and decided to take the shot and over the top for a goal kick, quickly taken. Really, neither side really wasting time and trying to push the pace. Haven't really seen a whole lot of possession. I should say extended possession. A lot of quick passes, trying to play long balls forward. And now really kind of the longest we've seen the ball held, and now not the best kick, a one hopper to midfield. And controlled by Pacific. Wolf, easy to see her with her right hand in that cast. And that ball is played out and will roll its way over towards me. Wolf will take the throw in, mentioned. She started in 18 games last season. Did have a goal and 2 assists. And a nice job there to elude a defender. And now with some room, we'll play a left-footed ball towards the back post. And it's deflected right towards the goalkeeper by Medina. But good idea there. And Medina, the freshman from Tulare, can quite get enough on that one to deflect it past the goalkeeper. Long ball looking for Molnar. And again, Stovall well off her line to grab that one. Nearing the midway point of this first half, still scoreless between the Tigers and the Wolfpack. Baranowska plays it wide and now back to the near side. And a missed kick there. But Scully able to chase it down and ends up playing it off of the Wolfpack and out for a throw-in near the corner flag. One touch pass looking for Pariente, and she ends up getting knocked down for the foul. Brown again will take the free kick. Long ball into the box, headed by Weehee. And possession back to the Tigers. All 11 players in this Tigers starting lineup here this afternoon, either freshmen or sophomores. Although, mentioned some of those freshmen that, or I should say sophomores, that saw a ton of time last year as freshmen. Stovall with the boot just past midfield. A couple players missed the initial header. And now controlled by Pacific. Ball played over here to Molnar, who has some room with a defender who's backtracking. Has Wolf to the corner. Molnar still with it. Heads towards the end line, cuts back, left-footed cross towards the middle, and that shot goes just wide. Great job there again by Molnar. And again, a good opportunity for Pacific. Sails just wide. So shots now 6-2 in favor of the Tigers. Scoreless here in the 25th minute. Stovall boot near midfield, controlled by Pacific. Long ball towards Medina, and she has it taken away and then called for a foul. Ball quickly turned back over. Here comes Molnar once again. 1v1, cuts back towards the middle, still cutting back. And that ball goes off of a Tiger's face in some pain. Play continues, and the ball towards the near post, looking for Pariente, and it's Stovall once again quickly off her line to grab it. Ball back to the goalkeeper. As they're going to have a couple subs, our first subs of the afternoon. As two players getting ready to come in for Nevada. This will be Catherine Yarbrough and Emily Small, the two getting ready. And that ball over the far sideline. It will be a Tigers throw-in. And that ball out of play for Nevada. And that'll allow the throw-ins in. So the two substitutions. As Catherine Yarbrough, a sophomore midfielder from Long Beach, and Emily Small, a senior defender from Reno, will come in. Replacing Bergstrand and Hairston, so two players listed as forwards replaced by players listed as a defender and a midfielder, as the offside flag is up there. And this is the first offsides call of the afternoon on Nevada here in the 28th minute. And Baranowska will play it long just past midfield. First header by Nevada out of play for a throw-in. Long ball there, looking for Molnar. Gets by a defender, but Stovall there again to grab it. Yeah, Tigers side asking if we're going to have a hydration break, and the fourth official saying it's up to the one in the middle, and I think she's decided that it's not that hot where a hydration break is needed, as Molnar, the nice control there, plays it looking for Wolf, has it taken away. Long ball back towards midfield, ball deflected around, and finally ball finds its way to the feet of Packard, plays it into the box. Pariente shoots, and that's wide. Ball played forward there into the box by the sophomore Janae Packard to find Pariente, and really the third time the Tigers have had a good opportunity and have just put it wide. And after looking like we're not going to have a hydration break, we will have one here in the 29th minute.
Officials have called for a hydration break. It'll be a brief break. We'll get back in action.
And so we're also going to see some substitutions for Pacific, including Alexis Villarino, among others. We'll see if we can figure them all out when they get back on the field. So clock is stopped at 28:32 for a quick water break. It certainly is a warm afternoon, although the ref, it looks like both sides are going to make some substitutions. Everybody kind of over here near us hollering back and forth. And one of the Nevada coaches came over, and the ref wanting to make sure that if the Wolfpack were going to make any substitutions, they come over and check in first at the table so that they can get entered into the game. We'll look around, try to figure out some of the new players. So it looks like Casey Crawford among the substitutions for the Wolfpack, replacing Gonzalez.
Entering the match, number 12, Casey Crawford.
And we'll look
for
at
the Tigers. Substitutions entering is number 5, Jade Enolan.
So there's
13, Haley Wynn, and number 11, Alexis Villarino comes in as an injury sub.
so the three subs for Pacific: Jade Enolan, Alexis Villarino, and also Haley Wynn, the sophomore transfer from Canyon Lake. And there she is, trying to get to that ball and unable to do so. Possession quickly given back to Pacific, who will give it right back. I mentioned one of the three subs there during that hydration break for Pacific. Number 13, the sophomore Haley Wynn. She is a transfer from San Jose State. She actually scored her first goal of her college career last year with the Spartans against the Nevada Wolfpack. And in here in the 30th minute, and a foul called there against the Wolfpack. Wynn, last season as a freshman at San Jose State, had 3 goals. Was the Mountain West Offensive Player of the Week in early October. She also scored the game-winning goal in the 2018 Mountain West Championship, a goal that sent her team to the NCAA tournament. And you would think will be an important player here this season for the Pacific. She started 10 games, with most of those coming at the end of the season, including the entire Mountain West tournament and the NCAA tournament against UCLA. A fantastic athlete. In fact, Wynn in high school played 4 sports: soccer, volleyball, track, and football. And she kicked for the school's football team. Nevada with it near the end line there, looking for the cross. It's deflected. Now finds its way back towards the top of the box, trying to turn and unable to do so. And now that ball will find its way out for a corner kick for Nevada. this will be it's like an in-swinger here from the near corner. And it's played towards the top of the box. Way too much on that one. Nearly goes all the way out for a throw-in on the far side to battle for possession. Taken by the Tigers. And all sorts of grabbing there, and the foul called, and looks like our first card of the afternoon. Looks like a yellow card given to Haley Wynn. So, well, we just talked about her a bunch, and Wynn with the yellow card here in the 32nd minute. Or actually, beg your pardon, 13 for Nevada. It was 13 on 13.
Yellow card issued to number 13, Catherine Yarborough of the Wolfpack.
I heard 13. I didn't realize it was 13 that was called for the yellow against Pacific's 13 win. And there's some confusion here on. And after all that, we were correct the first time. Was 13 for Pacific Win, drawing the yellow card. Either way, Pacific with a chance here. Long ball played, looking for Molnar. Flag up, offsides. So I think what happened there was the foul was called on Nevada, but then after the foul, there was some extracurricular stuff.
The yellow card was issued to number 13 of the Tigers, Haley Wynn.
And Wynn was the one given the yellow card as that ball will get played out, and that'll allow the Tigers to make a substitution. As getting ready to come in is Sigrid Oz for Pacific. And she will replace Hunter Moore. So Oz on. She played 48 minutes against CSU Bakersfield. The team's leading returning goal scorer was Kendall B. With 5 goals last season. Oz had 2, even though she appeared in just 9 games, dealt with injuries last season. Missed a lot of games, but the team's leading returning scorer, of course, Haley Wynn, the transfer, had 3 goals last season with San Jose State. So, Sigrid Oz, 8 career goals here at Pacific. Although 6 of those 8 have come on the road. Her last goal here at home was back in 2017 against Gonzaga, the senior from Sweden. Free kick here for Nevada in the 34th minute. Right to a Tiger boot. Nice turn there. Finds Wolf with all sorts of room. She now played a ball looking for Win. And now a foul call there against Pacific. So, be a free kick for Nevada. And the goalkeeper Stovall will come out and take it. Stovall in the all yellow with orange cleats. And not really the farthest free kick. Controlled by Wolf, and she draws a foul. Scully will take the free kick. The sophomore defender from Delaware. Mentioned all 19 games last season. She played 90-plus minutes. And initial header there in the space where nobody was. Should say 18 games. As not the best ball there, but Wolf will settle, plays it to Molnar, and Molnar takes a spill, no foul. Hard collision there, no whistle. Oss tried to spin, loses it. And the ball finds its way back to Stovall. And a high ball bouncing just shy of midfield. Scully over to Owen. To Wolf, I should say. Villarino back to Scully. Eludes one defender. Nice footwork there. Wolf. Head up. Looked for a Oss, who was making a diagonal run, unable to connect, and now some possession here in the back by the Wolfpack before finally a long ball played forward by Weehee in the space, and nobody is. That'll roll out for a Tigers throw-in and allow Pacific to make a substitution as Caitlin Chandler will come in to replace
Number 2, Caitlin Chandler.
Ryan Molnar. So Molnar in a pretty good first 37 plus minutes, creating some opportunities. And so Caitlin Chandler, the senior forward from Sacramento, now up front for Pacific. Chandler played 32 minutes against Bakersfield. 3 career goals in the orange and black. Her last goal coming in October last season against Portland. Nice dribbling there by Small, but ends up losing it. That ball a little high, looking for Enelin, and that allows some subs to be made. Coming in for Pacific is Nikki Lee, and Madison Taylor will enter for the Wolfpack here in the 39th minute.
Wolfpack substitution entering the match, number 22, Madison Taylor. And for the Tigers, number 25, Nikki Lee.
Nikki Lee played 53 minutes against Bakersfield. The sophomore from Dublin. Last season appeared in all 18 games, had 17 starts. And she comes on here in the 39th minute. Scoreless as we near halftime. Shots 6-2 in favor of Pacific, although feels like it's been sitting at 6-2 for at least 10 minutes or so. Tigers have had more of the better scoring chances, but neither side has found the back of the net. Long ball there, and once again, way off her line and chasing that one down is Stovall. And she quickly plays it over to Weehee, who will play it back, and now ball booted forward right at the midfield line. First header by Pacific, controlled, now all the way back to Baranowska. Scully with some room. Now over to Wolf, who also has all sorts of room. Wolf tried to split 2 defenders and ends up taking a spill to the grass. But ball finds its way back to her. bit of a sloppy late tackle there, and a free kick for Pacific. That ball will need to come back more closer to where we're sitting here on the near side. I think Scully saw that tackle coming, really just tried to boot it forward, really had no one in particular. And after the ball was gone, a late tackle. Madison Taylor being told to back it up a little too close as Villarino will take the free kick. A high ball towards the top of the box, headed down, still loose. A sliding shot attempt and now a scramble. Ball's on the ground, and I think they're going to call the foul there on Pacific, as I believe that was Oz who was on the ground trying to play the ball. And so the foul there will give the free kick to the Wolfpack. But the ball seen loose a couple times in that box, and Pacific just can't get a solid shot off and on goal, as their best chances have been wide, as a couple headers there, and nice job there by Scully to take it away. Plays it forward looking for Chandler, and Chandler's going to be called for the foul there, as Weehee did a nice job to take that ball away right near midfield, and then Chandler knocked her right down. A couple subs ready for Pacific. 43rd minute. Barham will take the free kick, had a player run over it, and then try to play it down the line to Weehee, but ends up to Scully, and now a foul there on Nevada. Certainly it's been a physical first half. More than a few fouls. We've seen one yellow card, which was given to Pacific's Haley Wynn. The Tiger goalkeeper, Baranowska, will take the free kick. Plays it down the line, looking for Chandler, and there's a hard tackle, but a clean one to take away possession by the Wolfpack. Quickly looking to come the other way. Long ball forward. Baranowska, who had taken the free kick, hadn't gotten really back in the box, and there to chase that one down. Gives it up, and we'll get it back as we're under 2 minutes to go here in the opening half. Looking like we're going to be heading into the break tied, as nice ball brought down by Wolf. Over to Brown. Now over to Chandler. See if Tigers can get something going here. Ball played across the box. Looking, I believe, for Enelin. And instead taken away. And now a chance here for the Wolfpack. Taylor. And a nice 1v1 defending there by Scully. And she'll end up knocking it out for a corner kick, but
1 minute remaining, 1 minute.
A chance there. And it ends up in a corner kick. The two subs for Pacific, Shea Levy and Hannah Rosenblatt, not looking like they're going to be able to get in. 40 seconds to go here in the first half. Can Nevada find a late goal to go into the break with the lead? The outswinger from the far post, headed over the top. I believe that was Tolliver that got the head on it. Hard to see with subs, refs, and everybody else obstructing our view. And the two subs will come on, Shea Levy and Hannah Rosenblatt, as they will listen to Chuck count down the final seconds of the first half.
2, 1, 0.
And that will do it for the opening 45 minutes of play. So both sides had opportunities. Really, both sides' best chances came in the opening 5 minutes. Tigers had a shot that went just wide. Nevada, a shot in the box right into the Tigers goalkeeper, Baranowska, for the save. Tigers had a couple other good chances in the first half, but those shots not able to be on goal. Tigers outshot Nevada 6-2 in that first half. Corner kicks 2 apiece. Saves 2-1 in favor of Nevada. So we'll take a short break and be back with the second half here from Knowles Field. Pacific and Nevada scoreless at halftime. Welcome back to the University of the Pacific Knowles Field as we get set for the second half between the Nevada Wolfpack and the Pacific Tigers. Paul Meiskens here, glad you could join us on a beautiful afternoon here in Stockton, and we have yet to see a goal. Both sides have had some chances. Pacific had more of the scoring opportunities in the first half. Tigers outshot the Wolfpack 6-2. But unable to get one in past the Wolfpack goalkeeper, Kendall Stovall, who had 2 saves in the first half. Baranowska with a save in goal for Pacific. And the 1 yellow card, which was given to Haley Wynn. Corner kicks 2 apiece. So getting set for the second half here. Both sides looking for their first win of the season. Both teams lost 1-goal decisions in their opener. Nevada a 1-0 loss in extra time to Eastern Washington. Pacific a 2-1 home loss here to CSU Bakersfield a couple nights ago. So both sides looking for their first win of the season. Still looking for our first goal of the afternoon. As the Tigers in the white with orange numbers going from right to left here in the second half. Wolfpack in the blue with the white numbers will be going from left to right as we get set here. Everybody's ready, waiting for that whistle to get us going. As the ref checking her clock. And there it is. Mentioned at the start of the game, Nevada without a big threat up top, and quickly here comes Pacific. A chance here, a collision at the top of the box. Ball cleared by the Wolfpack, but Nevada's leading goal scorer from last season, Peyton Lieb, not with the team here this afternoon. Lieb, last season as a freshman, led the team with 5 goals. It was the only player last year for the Wolfpack that scored more than once. And the Wolfpack certainly have seemed to miss her here this afternoon offensively. Did have a chance early on, but shot right at the Tiger goalkeeper. Tigers have had several great chances, but have put those shots wide. Nice turn there, ball played forward. And now looking for the cross. Looking to turn and get off a shot, a collision in the box. And the ball cleared. Early in the first half there was a collision in the box. Had the Tiger side hollering, wanting a foul called for a penalty kick, but none was to come as that ball played forward by Brown. Will end up being chased down by Wolfpack goalkeeper Kendall Stovall. We'll pick it up. Initial header there by Packard. And now battle for possession here on the near side. And Nevada threw it in, but should have been a Tiger throw. Packard, after that header, kind of held her head still, kind of has her hand to her forehead, but now back running, seems to be all right. Tigers switch sides of the field to the far side. It's slide there, knocked it away, but right to a Tiger. Packard turns, looking for Molnar, unable to connect. Molnar had a good first half up front for Pacific. Created some opportunities. And that ball played out, and it will be a throw in for Nevada. couple minutes into the second half. Second game of the regular season for both sides. And the giveaway there. Ball played forward, deflected, and controlled by the Wolfpack. Played over looking for Yarborough. We'll play it back. And now one touch, it's going to be headed towards the sideline and out as Olanda unable to control it. Wolf to take the throw in. Looking for Monar, headed but controlled by Packard. Back to Wolf, who goes back to Owen, who plays a long ball forward looking for Molnar. Back heel there off Nevada for a throw. Nice job there. Owen, the freshman, just kind of back-heeled it off the Wolfpack to get the throw. Not a lot of room here. It's surrounded by blue shirts, taken away, and Arriaga plays it wide. And great slide tackle there. Back heel there into the corner, but that'll roll out over the end line for a goal kick. Barnowska. Was tested really once in that first half early on. Shot right at her that held onto, didn't allow any second chance opportunity as the foul there will give the Tigers a free kick in their own half. And look to play it long here. And able to control it. Now towards center, plays it across, cleared, but not a clean boot, but finds its way to a Wolfpack player, and now trying to come the other way is Yarborough, and she eventually loses it for a Tigers throw-in. Nice job there, 1v1 defending by Abigail Wolf. We'll play it forward, finds Molnar with some room. Now ball played forward up to Pariente. Loses it. Good one-touch passing there. And now ball played down the far sideline. See if they can chase it down and get across off here. They do. It's low. And that shot over the top. With some good one-touch passing there by Pacific on that far sideline. I believe that was Hunter Moore who got the shot off, but over the top from the freshman from Mission Viejo. Moore in the season opener, started, played 48 minutes, had one shot. And nearly a turnover there. Moore tried to backheel it there to Pariente. And that ball a little too hard, and once again off her line is Stovall. Chance here. Molnar, bit heavy of a first touch, And it goes out of play for a goal kick. Stovall's ball forward went right to a Tiger and deflected, and ball found its way to Molnar in the box. A little softer of a first touch, and should have had a great chance once again. The freshman from Yorba Linda. It's looked good here this afternoon. And here's Molnar once again with it in some space. Gets it to Packer, now plays it. Chance at the top of the box, the shot and the goal! Isabella Pariente with the goal in the 55th minute. And the Tigers lead 1-0. So finally, our first goal of the afternoon. And I want to say Molnar will get the assist, as she has been all over the place. The ball found its way to Pariente.
Tiger goal scored by number 18, Isabella Pariente.
So Pariente with the goal.
By Ryan Molinar. That goal came in the 55th minute. Repeating Tiger goal. Number 18, Isabella Pariente. Assist number 15, Ryan Molinar. The time at 55 minutes.
So the Tigers with the goal, and it was Pariente from Molnar. So finally the Tigers make the most of a great scoring opportunity. And Pariente with a beautiful shot in the lower left corner. No chance really for the goalkeeper Stovall to get to that shot from close range and well to her right. So Tigers with their first lead of the season. And let's see what Nevada can do to try to come back in this one. Mentioned without their leading goal scorer from last season, and they did not score in their season opener. A 1-0 loss in extra time to Eastern Washington. And right now they've got plenty of time. Still 35 minutes to go here in the second half. Just over 10 minutes in to the second half. And ball will be played back to Baranowska. Ball won by Nevada. Towards the end line, they will get the cross off. Looking for a player near the near post. A couple players take a spill. Baranowska with the ball firmly in her hands. She pushes everyone forward. Now bounce it a time or two before booting it. Kind of a line drive just past midfield. Bounces a couple times. And will be controlled by the Wolfpack. We'll quickly play it over here to Yarbrough. And now a throw in for Nevada right near midfield. And they've got a group of players getting ready to come back in. So it looks like 7, 8, 17, and 20. So 4 players that started the game for the Wolfpack before being subbed out. Didn't start the second half, but getting ready to come back in here. And they have the clock stopped as the referee wanted to have a word with the goal scorer Pariente. Kind of jumped in front to prevent Nevada from quickly taking the free kick, and now Stovall will come all the way up and take the free kick just side of the midfield circle. A lot of players to her left, and it's a line drive to the left and finds a Wolfpack player open, and a dangerous cross there. Not sure if that was a cross or a shot. Either way, off of Baranowska and over for a corner kick. And they are going to make the subs now. So Gabby Brown, Leslie Gonzalez.
Returning for the Wolfpack, number 7, Gabby Brown, 8.
Annika Bergstrand and Maddie Hairston all will come in for this corner kick. So the 4 subs for the Wolfpack here in the 58th minute. A corner kick from the near side. Tigers also probably got a little lucky. That ball kind of went right through Baranowska's hands, and fortunately for Pacific, it went over the top of the post and landed on the net for the corner. The right-footed outswinger from the near post, headed, and then the shot there from the top of the box out of play for a goal kick. Ball played towards the near post. Initial header from Nevada. Found a player just outside the top of the box, but not a clean hit, kind of leaning back and more of a pop-up over the end line for the goal kick. Couple headers, possession really yet to be settled here. Ball bouncing back and forth. Mentioned last season these two sides faced off, and that ball finds its way over onto our table over here. But these two sides faced off last year in an exhibition game that saw Nevada win 3-0. In 2016, the Tigers opened the season with a 3-2 loss at Nevada. Looking back, looked like the last time Nevada was here in Stockton was way back in 2011 in a game that the Tigers won 3-0, and right now the Tigers in front 1-0. Slide tackle there, still a battle for possession. Nice job there as the ball finds its way to Pariente. She's got some room. Hard ball played towards the near post, punched away by Stovall. Tigers have really had the best of it on chances to score here this afternoon and lead 1-0. Yeah, that's a nice job there. And a battle. And both sides say, no, that's ours, and it'll be a Wolfpack throw as Sarah Olanda will come and take the throw right in front of me. One-touch ball looking for somebody to run, and Bergstrand nowhere near it. Bergstrand now will force Baranowska to pick it up. Just under 30 minutes to go. 1-0 Pacific. A goal in the by Pariente. And the whistle there. And the foul. Enelin getting ready to come back in for Pacific. Big boot there, getting it out of the Tiger half by Owen. Head coach Carrie Scroop hollering at her side, we need to control the game. And a dangerous run here still with it, ball played back. Fortunately for Pacific, it was just a bunch of white shirts in the box. And a foul there. They'll stop the clock, and I think we might see our second yellow card of the afternoon. We saw one in the first half given to Haley Wynn. And no card, just a warning given. Before that foul, 21 fouls here this afternoon. Tigers have outshot Nevada 10-3. And a free kick here for Pacific, just a little bit on Nevada's side of midfield. A high ball play towards the top of the box. Headed up, second header by Nevada. Shot there, and an easy save there for Stovall. Two subs for Pacific, one for Nevada at the next opportunity. Offside flag is up. I believe that's the third offsides of the afternoon. Called on Nevada. And Pacific certainly in no rush to get this ball back in play. Just into the 64th minute here. The goal in the 55th minute from Pariente on an assist from Ryan Molnar. The difference. And there is the goal scorer, Pariente, dancing with the ball. And now we'll get it back, but she is offsides. Head coach for Nevada, Aaron Otagaki, hollering at her side. You gotta want the ball, go get it. And a couple headers there. Ball yet to be settled. Nice move there to elude one Tiger and control it by Gonzalez, but then she gives it away. Long ball looking for Pariente. Good header there by Souza. Had she missed that, Pariente probably is 1v1 with the goalkeeper. Souza, the junior from nearby Modesto. And the offside flag is up again. And it's not seen. Play will continue. And a long ball there. Ball played back to the goalkeeper. Not the best ball. And nice job there by Baranowska to avoid the Nevada player. Wolf over to Packard. Long ball chested down by the Wolfpack. Gonzalez. And the flag is up. This time it's seen and called. So another offside called on the Wolfpack. Wolf will take it. Just in front of the Wolfpack bench. And the ball finds its way to Packard, over to Pariente. Slowed down a little bit, still with it. Chance there, shot deflected Moore had a shot, and it was deflected. Ball will be eventually cleared, and that'll just get out of play over on the far sideline. So that'll allow these subs to come in for Nevada. Alexis Friesen will come in, I believe, for the first time this afternoon, the freshman from Alaska. And then for Pacific, 3 subs, Enelin, Rosenblatt, and Oz all back on.
Number 26, Hannah Rosenblatt.
So 3 subs for Pacific, 1 for the Wolfpack here in the 67th minute. Head coach Kerry Scroop hollering at Rosenblatt to switch sides with Abigail Wolf. Enelin heads it forward. Oss with it. She plays it down the line looking for Enelin. And it's, I'm going to say knocked out. Instead, it's going to be, I think, a foul called on the far side. Bergstrand tried to turn, loses it. Tyers looked to quickly counter. Chance here. Shot deflected by a Nevada defender. Scully with a high boot forward. Oz is going to be called for the foul there, I believe. She kind of lowered her shoulder into the Wolfpack player as they were jumping up for that ball. Coach Group calling at her goalkeeper to make sure she's off her line. Watch for a long free kick here from the Wolfpack goalkeeper, and it is. Nice job to chest it down, and that shot, and it's in! Gabby Brown with the equalizer. That is a beautiful goal there. And I think the assist will go to the Wolfpack goalkeeper on the free kick as Stovall with a long free kick right to Brown, chested it down, turned, and unleashed a long shot and in as Baranowska was off her line anticipating a long free kick. The free kick didn't go as far as perhaps the Tigers were expecting. Brown chests it down, turns, and scores. So the freshman from Oregon with her first goal of the season. And we're tied at 1 here in the 69th minute. So out of nowhere almost, the Wolfpack with the goal. They've had limited opportunities to score.
Wolfpack goal scored by number 7, Gabby Brown. Goal comes as unassisted in the 69th minute. Repeating, Wolfpack goal by Gabby Brown unassisted in the 69th minute.
So it'll go down as unassisted, although I would think the goalie should get an assist. We'll see if that maybe gets changed later. Either way, it's a goal, and we're tied at 1. I mean, you don't see an assist from a goalkeeper very often, but long ball played forward, cleanly chested down, turned, and unleashes. So after a scoreless first half, that goal, the first goal of the season for the Wolfpack, as they were held scoreless in extra time against Eastern Washington. Unable to get the goal here in the 69th minute. So Perante or Pariente, excuse me, the goal in the 55th minute to give the Tigers the lead. Gabby Brown in the 69th minute equalizer. Ball bouncing at the top of the box. Packard battling for it. Chance here. And a diving save by Stovall at the near post on that shot from Molnar. And that's a nice long ball looking for Brown once again. Brown has a chance here and just pushes it wide. Well, once again on a ball played from the goalkeeper Stovall. I almost saw a Stovall to Brown for a goal for a second time in a couple minutes. While the possession by Nevada hasn't been there, the long ball played forward. It's given the Wolfpack some good opportunities, including their goal, as the foul there called near midfield against the Tigers. Just under 20 minutes to go. Tied at a goal apiece. And once again, Stovall forward to take the free kick. Baranowska off her line, but not quite as far as she was on that previous free kick that led to a goal. Again, they look for Brown, chested down, and that's in! Can't quite see the number, but the Wolfpack with 2 goals in a couple minutes, and they now lead 2-1. So the goal, number 32, Alexis Friesen with the goal, the freshman from Alaska. And the assist. So the goal should be with the assist from Gabby Brown.
By number 32, Alex Friesen.
So there's it.
The goal in the 71st minute.
So again, another long ball played forward from the goalkeeper Stovall to Brown. That time she chested it down over to Friesen, who fired it to the far post and past Baranowska. So 2 goals in a couple minutes, and just like that, it's now 2-1 Nevada. So after a scoreless first half, 3 goals here in the second half, and now the Tigers are going to need to try to find another goal to try to avoid a second straight 2-1 loss to open the season, as throw in for Nevada here. Ball deflected off of Packard and out for a throw in. Talked about before the game, set pieces might make a difference. That was how Nevada gave up their lone goal in their loss to Eastern Washington off of a corner kick in the 94th minute. And 2 free kicks have led to 2 goals for Nevada. Long free kicks taken by the goalkeeper, one right to Brown, who turned and scored. And then the most recent to Brown that was chested down and played over to Friesen, who right now has the game winner. And now a corner kick for Nevada from the far side. Looks like Harrison is over to take the corner kick. And looks like it's going to be an in-swinger from the far post, or from the far flag. Right to a Tiger who heads it out. And now the Tigers look to counter. Tigers have some numbers here. Ball played forward looking for Enelin. And That pass, not a good one. Otherwise, advantage probably would have been played. Not a good pass, and so the foul will be brought back, or a free kick on the Tigers' side of the field. Scully will take the free kick to play the long ball forward. And the two Wolfpack players kind of collide into each other as they head that one away and then boot it out over the far side for a throw in. Rosenblatt to take the throw. Looking for Enelin, a little too far on that throw in, controlled by the Wolfpack. Trying to turn, long ball played forward, looking for Brown. Headed away, but possession controlled by the Wolfpack. Long ball, and here comes Brown. Brown, and that went over the top. Had a Tiger defender, Owen, closing. And that shot nowhere near target. Brown heads it. Now Packard plays the ball forward, looking for Oz. Oz is going to get to it. She's got a chance. Goalkeeper off her line, and that's a nice sliding tackle from Souza to knock it out and prevent a shot on target. And we're going to see some subs for Pacific. Looks like we're going to see Rhea Arsenal Chan and Nikki Lee back in. And I believe we're going to see Medina come back in as well. She's waiting for somebody to come over, and she will. So the three subs for Pacific is Medina, who got her first start of the season, will come back on, replacing Enelin. Just under 15 minutes ago, ball played towards the top, headed away. Moore with a long ball played back into the box, now crossed, and the offside flag is up. Tigers took the lead with a goal in the 55th minute from Pariente, but then two goals in a couple minutes. Brown and Friesen as the Wolfpack in front 2-1 here in the second half, and the ref's going to stop the clock as there's a Tiger down holding her face. Can't quite tell yet who, but the training staff for Pacific running out. And probably both sides will take advantage of the stoppage to get some water as the clock reads 75:52, so just over 14 minutes to go here in the second half. Looks like Pariente and Emily Counter getting ready to come back on. I believe the first we've seen of Emily Counter here this season. The freshman from Antigua, also a member of the Pacific track and field team. We talked about Wynn being a four-sport athlete in high school, and so is Counter. Counter, soccer, track, basketball, and volleyball. And well, not four sports here, still track and also soccer. So looking for the number of the Tiger that was down hurt. Just kind of holding her shirt. over her face. I believe that's 19 Chan.
Injury substitution for the Tigers. Number 28, Emily Counter, replacing number 19, Rhea Chan.
And holding, not quite sure what happened, but she keeps pulling her shirt up to her mouth and in some pain. So looks like it's going to be restarted as a free kick. And the two coaches are negotiating the restart. And I don't think they agreed on anything. Pacific wanted to play it back to the goalkeeper, which, and Nevada was countering with the being played back, but not all the way back. And then it was debated and really no agreement. And I think eventually, looks like Pacific won and got what they wanted as the ball is played back into the box. Just under 14 minutes to go, 2-1 Nevada here on a beautiful Sunday afternoon in Stockton. Both the Tigers and the Wolfpack looking for their first win of the season after dropping 1-goal games in their season openers. Ball into the box. Here's Brown. That cross will go across the face of goal and out of play for a goal kick.
Tiger substitution, returning to match, number 18, Isabella Perriente.
And Isabella Perriente will come back in, the Tigers goal scorer. We'll see if she can try to find another to tie this game up, as she will replace Hunter Moore up top. Ball control by Nevada at midfield. Dribbled back and long ball played forward again, looking for Gabby Brown. And she heads it forward a little too far. Kind of held out her arms, wanting a foul call, and one of the coaches for Nevada also wanting a foul, none there. Ball bounces a couple times, finds its way to Oss. Now Packard plays it forward, but a little heavy. And there is Stovall, who taking her time a little more now with the 1-goal lead and just over 12 minutes to go. Packard with the initial header, but it goes the wrong way. And there's Counter, who we mentioned, making her season debut. The two-sport athlete here at Pacific. So track and field. And that ball played forward, looking for Molnar. Cleared and will roll out for a throw-in. Owen. Nice throw in there to Molnar, heads it to Packard. Packard with a little bit of room, heads towards the top of the box, still with it. Now we'll lay it off to Pariente. She will come back looking for some room. Now Packard. Lee. Counter. And the long ball into the box, and wow. Ball almost went into the upper corner of the near post, and Stovall there to kind of barely push it out. So a corner kick here with good series of possession there. And I don't know if that was meant to be a shot, but it almost went in. So the save there. Corner kick for Pacific. 80th minute, 2-1 Nevada. Ball played into the mix. Headed out by the Wolfpack, but not clear. The follow-up, and that looping left footer from Nikki Lee goes wide for a goal kick. Pacific has had a lot more scoring opportunities, but trailed 2-1 as we near 10 minutes to go. Collision there at midfield. No foul throw in for Nevada. Throw in there, headed by Pacific. Possession controlled briefly by Nevada. Now ball played towards Gabby Brown, and it's going to be a goal kick. Nevada wanted a corner kick there, but the goal kick. High ball played forward, and I think they're going to call the foul there on Oz, perhaps because they didn't call the one earlier. He kind of didn't really try to make a play on the ball. And it tried to turn and shield a defender, and the foul called there. In the 82nd minute, (2-1) Nevada. Long ball towards the top of the box. Cleared but not controlled. And now Nevada with it in the box. And a ball that was close to being a handball. Nevada certainly wanted the handball called. I think the hand and arm was against the body, and it was more a hand wasn't stuck out for the handball call. So we've seen the first half Pacific wanted PK on this end of the field and not get it. Now Nevada feeling like they should have got a penalty kick, but not called. Tigers have a sub getting ready to come back in, and looks like Villarino. Tigers will be back home on Thursday against UC Davis. 4 in the wall here for Pacific. And they run over, and now the second shot, and that's wide right. Brown scored from similar distance during a free kick on the long ball played to her. So Villarino and Aaron Brown both on. 7 minutes to go. Tigers trailing 2-1. Looking to try to avoid their second straight 2-1 loss to start the season. Giveaway there. The shot. And that one just goes over. Nearly a giveaway and a goal. Gabby Brown has had quite the second half here for Nevada. The freshman from Oregon scored her first goal of the season to tie it, and then a couple minutes later assisted on the right now game winner. Counter with a long boot forward down the far sideline. Medina battling there, wins possession. Now room, ball played. And it's over the top. Coach Carey's group up, hollering, "Let's go Tigers," clapping, encouraging her side to try to find an equalizer. 2-1 Nevada here in the 85th minute. All 3 goals here in the second half as ball finds its way to Scully. She plays it out wide to Counter. Now back to Counter, who will boot it towards the top of the box. Headed away. One touch looking for Molnar. Molnar still with it in all sorts of traffic and has it tackled away and now cleared. Coaches and the player trying to holler, "That's ours, ours, ours," and I like that the near official kind of laughing way said, "No way." Oh, throw in here for Nevada, under 5 minutes. As expected, no rush is the Wolfpack to take the throw in. Brown had it briefly, loses it. Now the Wolfpack. Friesen, the goal scorer, plays it out wide. Her goal right now, the game winner. As Counter dangerously nearly gives it away, and now Scully clears. Packard with the header. Tigers with possession, looking to try to counter. Long ball played forward down the far sideline. Played out for a throw. 4 minutes to go as Counter will take the throw in. Looking to throw it long, and I don't know what the plan was there, but it just rolls out for a goal kick, and that's costly, as that's going to cost the Tigers at least 30 seconds. You would think by the time it gets to it and everything else, I mean, when the Tigers took that throw, been about 30 seconds, and the ball's still not back in play. Stovall, the goalkeeper, taking her time. Pariente can't believe the foul was called against her there. She had won the ball initially, but then fouled trying to get the ball back. Stovall, long ball, headed by Brown. And Brown with the header for Nevada. And a missed kick there. And it'll be a throw in for Nevada near their own bench. And coming up to take the throw in is Olanda. Ball finds its way to Packard. Packard tried to play a long ball forward to set off Pariente. And a collision there, and that's going to be a free kick for the Tigers. And the circle on the Nevada side of midfield, and coming all the way up to take the free kick is Baranowska. Just under 2 minutes to go. 10 white shirts in the box. The lone Tiger not in the box is Counter, who's back about 10 yards outside the box, as Baranowska takes the free kick. Line drive into the top of the box. Still loose. And it's going to be a goal kick. All sorts of shirts. There's about 20 bodies in that box between Pacific and Nevada. And ball finds its way out for a goal kick as we near 1 minute to go.
Remaining 1 minute in the second half.
And the foul called there. And once again, Baranowska will come forward and take the free kick, although this one way too far to try to get it into the box. Line drive. Headed to Scully, who one touches it forward. Still battling along the edge of the box. Left-footed cross in front. There was 4 white shirts unmarked, and the ball couldn't find its way to any of them. And that should all but do it here this afternoon.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Stovall the free kick.
4, 3,
Booted forward, and that will do it.
1, 0.
So for the second game in a row, the Tigers on the wrong end of a 2-1 final score here this afternoon against Nevada. It was scoreless at halftime. Tigers had more of the better chances in the first half. Scoreless at half. Tigers took their first lead of the season. Isabella Pariente with the goal in the 55th minute on an assist from Ryan Molnar. Put the Tigers in front 1-0. And Molnar really had an impressive afternoon. Impressed by Molnar, the freshman from Yorba Linda, who created a lot of chances and had the assist on the Tigers' goal. And it really felt like the Tigers were going to win this one. They had a lot of the better chances, better run of play, but 2 set pieces, the difference, as Nevada got the tying goal in the 69th minute. A long free kick played from the goalkeeper Stovall, had Brown chesting it down, turning and firing from long range past Baranowska, who was well off her line. And so Brown, the goal there, the freshman from Oregon, her first of her career, tied it at 1, and then a couple minutes later, it was Brown setting up the game winner. Another long free kick taken by Stovall, the goalkeeper. This time, Brown chested it down over to fellow freshman Alexis Friesen, and Friesen buried it into the far post. And the side netting for the 2-1 lead, and the Wolfpack held on for the 2-1 win here this afternoon. So Nevada with the win improves to 2-1, or improves to 1-1, I should say, while the Tigers with the loss fall to 0-2, the second straight 2-1 loss to start the season. So the Tigers will be back home here on Thursday night against UC Davis, so hopefully you can join us for that one or join us for the broadcast of that one. Would guess Jeff Dominic might be on the call of that one. Not 100% sure, but hopefully you can join us for that one on Thursday. So that'll do it for producer Michael Jenner and Paul Mize saying so long. Thank you for joining us. Your final score here this afternoon, the Nevada Wolfpack with the 2-1 win over the Pacific Tigers.